happened in Adamant is a shame.
I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived. At your service. Inquisitor.
Any Venatori activity?
If my agents find anything, you will be the first to know.
To work?
one of the Templar targets. It's over. Thank you for bringing us here.
I asked Mother Giselle, and she said you're wrong.
Good book?
Ah! I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, are you blushing?
What would I have to blush about?
You tell me.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
So you like to read?
It's frivolous. There are more...
That's just her favorite.
Nobody asked you, Tevinter.
I couldn't finish the last one you lent me.
It's literature. smutty, Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
Maybe I should read that.
You? No!
Why not me?
You're the And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is You could ask... Pretend you don't know this about me. I trust all is well.
So that...
Yet,
So under that tacit...
why must it be an accusation? Romance is not the... It is passion. It is being swept away by the pursuit of an ideal. What is not to like about...
Don't get...
I don't...
I meant...
Ah. Do you need something?
I have some more
As you wish.
Tell me...
Anthony was older than I, a dragon hunter, who showed... I idolized him. I wanted to hunt Anthony promised to train me in secret. And then he died on me.
I'm sorry.
No. A group of apostates wanted dragon blood, and wanted Anthony to... He refused, and they killed him for it. I begged the Chantry to let me become a Templar. Instead, it took many years to let go of my drive for vengeance.
I think
At times I could not breathe. I sometimes wonder how different... Would I be a dragon hunter? Married to some... I take solace in believing the Maker has a plan, but...
I'll let you...
Do you need something?
Do you have any advice?
Treat Dory. It's possible he could be what he... What if he is not? At best, his presence may...
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slave to the highest.
I didn't get the chance to say after that terrible journey through the Fade.
I'm thankful.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
I'll leave...
Have a thing for strapping young
What's the...
Oh, nothing. Just something I find rather adorable about you.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father? see. And what does Magister Hallwood want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter.
I know my son? What my father knows of me would bear...
I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
You think your father would
No. Let's go. If it's a trap, we escape and... If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There...
But you're correct.
Because you wouldn't get married?
That too.
Let's...
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed.
If you've got questions, I'm your dwarf.
Cassandra is waiting.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra...
She's a pretty big...
Are we talking about the same Cassandra? Tall? Wait, did you say the romance serial? Oh, that book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
Well, Cassandra seems to be...
And I honestly thought a hole in the sky. So, you want me to finish right? Oh, that's such a terrible idea. I have to do it. On one condition.
You've got...
I'll get to work then. You know, the fact that...
What have you...
I get it, Seeker.
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not suggest... This is your doing.
I was hoping...
Well, if you're not interested...
Wait! Nothing should happen to her. She was...
Well, it turns out the guardsman...
Don't tell me!
This is the part where you...
Thank you.
Varric,
I am but a...
I wonder if I have to...
Don't forget to tell all your friends.
planning troop movement.
I'm trying to imagine all of this once belonged to the Tevinter MP. As for what will come next, I can't...
We make the world a better place.
Because everyone... I know I want a world where people trust... I want to respect tradition, but not... And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
Even if they're not right, they're so...
Some would disagree.
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic.
Perhaps not. But it takes pressure. Tell me, what guy? You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
You almost sound...
I may not always agree with your decision. You were a prisoner, accused and reviled. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own...
I'm guided by what my conscience...
Your conscience must speak more clearly than...
I doubt it.
Think of it. Like Andraste long ago, it makes me proud to know you.
I hope we can...
I hope so. We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. I trust all is well.
Do you have any...
Watch the treasury carefully, with that Sarah present.
Inquisitor. Nice chatting.
Thank you.
Ready for waiting.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast. Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast.
I trust all is well. You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... Forgive me.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium.
Yes.
He was... Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement. I refused. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. And he wouldn't want to risk your disappointment.
Cassandra, did you refuse Cullen's request because he's wrong? Or...
Mages have made their suffering known. They are bound to the Order. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself he can do this. I knew that when we met in...
Maker's breath. I didn't hear... Forgive me.
Cullen, if you...
You don't have... I never meant for this to interfere.
Are you going to...
Yes. You asked what happened to Ferelden's circle. It was taken over... I was tortured. They tried... Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted. Kirkwall's circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets.
Of course I...
Don't. I thought this would be better. That I would regain... How many lives depend... I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
This doesn't have to be about the
But these memories have always haunted me. If they become worse, if I cannot endure this...
You can.
I need a moment. Could we speak? I need a moment. Could we speak?
Greetings. Goodbye.
The Inquisitor ended the war between the Mages and Templars. Do you think?
Are you mad?
Not soon, Your Worship. Thank you for all you've done. This isn't going to go away if we don't talk about
Say
it.
nothing. Let the dreams just be dreams. I will love you no matter what, you know.
Uh-oh, nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father. So the whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for...
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What is this exactly, Father?
This is how it has always been.
You went through all of this to get Dorian.
Yes, Father. Talk to me. Let me hear how mystified you are by my anger.
Dorian, there's no need to...
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
I'll need you to explain that.
Did I stutter? Men and the company thereof, as in sex. Surely you've heard of it.
That's what I thought. No need to elaborate.
Good. I'd hate to resort to drawing pictures.
This display is uncalled for.
No, it is called for. You called for it by luring me here.
This is not what I wanted.
I'm never what you wanted, Father. Or had you forgotten?
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then.
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect... It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
Your father might be here to reach out. You could give him a chance.
Let's just go.
Dorian, please.
Why? So you can... He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Though... But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the... You tried to... change me.
I only wanted what would...
You wanted the best for you. Your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
You got a lot off your chest.
Tell me why you...
If I knew, I would drive you to the Inquisition.
You didn't. Once.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. I only wanted to talk to him to...
He says we're alike. Too much. Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him. I don't know if I can forgive him.
Are you...
No. No. Thank you for bringing me out there. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
I think you led me on, actually.
Ah. You're a remarkable woman, Inquisitor. I mean that in the best way. I meant no offense. I'll desist if you prefer.
Desist?
At any rate, time to drink myself into a stew. Join me sometime.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clapped.
Oh,
What's going on here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know.
You might need to spell it out.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side.
What's wrong with him being...
I'm fully aware that not everyone from the...
How kind of you to notice. Yet...
The opinion of the masses is based on...
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
There's no cause...
With all due respect, you...
Do the people know how he's...
See, I meant no disrespect. If you feel he is without ulterior...
Well, that's something.
She didn't...
No, it takes more...
You don't think...
Do what? I should ask. Do the rumors bother you?
I wish they wouldn't disparage you.
They know... Perhaps it's odd to say, but I have precious few friends. Don't speak. I detest confession. Allow me to say I'll stand beside you. Fancy meeting you here. You know where I'll be.
your worship?
I can spare some time. What do you need?
Yes?
I have not asked in a while. How goes the hunt for Samson?
We're close. I know it.
If I can help you any further...
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Inquisitor?
position as the only hope against the breach. We've received a
Demons still scare you, dear? After all we've been through? Might you have suffered some form of injury as a child?
You and yours are the broken ones.
Because I have been trained not to be afraid.
Being scared of things that are scary is normal. Your training is the weird thing. Ask anyone who's not one of you. It's like you're scabbed over or something. Makes me wonder what else you don't feel.
I feel everything in the proper measure.
Right, because you're normal. Just ask you.
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to her hold for Haggard's glory!
Demanded your death. What do they have against us?
Perhaps the friendlier Avar in the village Harding mentioned can shed some light.
more men show up at the manor. Speak with you.
So the mages are back in line, and the Templars are mad as rabbits?
Make a smile upon you.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Boisvert invited us to his manor. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Lead the...
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, it's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We appreciate your help.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily on you. Have you heard of the house?
The assassin... The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montiliers' trading exile in Orlais.
They're not just after your messengers, Josephine.
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquet.
But the Du Paraquets died out.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 100 and...
How can a family try to kill you?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duty.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. The entire guild's welfare would be in...
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary. By its stand.
I assume you have a...
The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common brand. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul...
That will take time, Lady Montilyet. Time during which the...
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Does Comte Boisvert act...
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montily's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
I'm guessing the actual Comte Boisvert met with a fatal accident.
Comte Boisvert slumbers in a nearby closet. Nothing more. The contract on Lady Montily's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is... I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you...
Thank you, my lady. May we conclude with my departure?
Not on your...
As you wish.
Get ready!
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Poivert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.
Inquisitor.
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
You couldn't have known it would lead to this House of Repose.
It still shouldn't. I've tracked down the last du Paraquet. We'll require a noble from Val Royeaux to sponsor them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action.
I assume you already...
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the...
Liliana, please. I want no more blood.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royeaux?
We can solve this without...
My people are ready, should you... I'll post a watch on our ambassador in...
I appreciate it, but I still believe... First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royeaux. Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
You said I'd have to do some favors in Val...
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover. Bring her news of him and she'll be very...
Sir Michel's a decent man, and his assistance has been valuable. Hard to believe he was disgraced at all.
The situation was... complicated.
Let's see what we have.
see you, Your Worship.
This is one of the mages I spoke of. Sad that it came to this, but at least it is done.
Ah, Your Worship. Just what local wildlife. Little glory, but it has to be done. Ah, Your Worship. It's just one bear that's become... It's rampaged through... One of our workers broke it. It must be up.
I can spare some time. What do you need?
Worship,